Susan from the Noonan Carnegie Library, and I'm here with a book review for you. Today we're going to be talking about The Other Misses by Mary Kubica. And this book is another psychological thriller. As you know from my book reviews, I love the psychological thrillers that are twisty, and this is no exception, so I promise I'll do something from another genre soon. But this one was so good I wanted to talk about it. This is a book about Sadie and her husband Will. They moved from Chicago to a small town in Maine because Will's sister has passed away and they need to take care of his niece. So it starts off, pretty sad. They have to go to a new town with their kids and have someone who's grieving as a part of their family. So it's really hard for them at first. And then their neighbor gets murdered. And so suddenly it turns into a scary murder mystery. You're trying to find out who killed her. And I have to admit, while I was reading this book, I was kind of smug because I'm like, oh, I have this figured out. I know what's going on. And I was right, but then there was a second big twist. And I was like, oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. And so that always makes me really happy when I don't see the twist coming, because it's just shocking. And I'm like, oh wow, because a lot of times I will guess the twist. And that doesn't always take away from my enjoyment of the book, but sometimes it is kind of like, oh, well, too bad I already guessed it. But on this one, I might have guessed the first twist, but the second twist was like, whoa. And so I really enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the setting of this in Maine. Maine was almost like another character, and it was Maine in the winter, so it was kind of dark and stormy. But I really enjoyed this. And according to the book we have here, it says it's coming soon to Netflix, so that should be an interesting adaptation to watch. So this book goes between the points of view of Sadie, the mom, and a character called Mouse. And you don't really know who Mouse is through most of it. So that's part of the mystery, as you're trying to find out who this other point of view is from Mouse, who is it's a really sad point of view. So you're kind of wondering, oh, who is this? So that's another mystery that's in there, as well as the mystery of who killed the neighbor. But it's a fascinating book. It was kind of scary. I was reading it one night late, and it actually scared me so much I had to put it down. So it's definitely a twisty psychological thriller. But I really did enjoy this book. I thought it was really good. The twists were great, and I really enjoy Mary Kubica's writing. She wrote The Good Girl, if you've read that one. So I suggest you check this book out. Let us know what you think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this book review.